Continuation of Chapter 1, the Circulatory System, Part 4. In our last video, we have learned about the first part of the circulatory system, that is about our heart and its function. We have also seen how can we keep our heart healthy. In this video, we will learn about the second part of the circulatory system, that is blood. Blood is a red colored fluid which flows in our body through blood vessels. It flows from heart to all the parts of our body and then back to the heart. In your textbook, it is given in short, but for the knowledge purpose, or you can say to gain some extra knowledge, I will give you some more information. But this is only for your knowledge purpose. The definition of blood is a red colored fluid flows inside our blood vessels. Our blood consists of liquid part and a number of cells. Water is also present in the liquid part of the blood. There are three types of blood cells in our body. Red blood cells, that is also called as RBC, white blood cells, which is also called as WBC, and platelets. These cells are very important. The red blood cells are like delivery boys. They supply oxygen to different parts of our body. When we breathe in oxygen with the help of our lungs, the oxygen gets mixed with the blood. Then the red blood cells carry this oxygen and transport it to each and every part of our body. It is not only supplying oxygen but also collecting carbon dioxide, which it gives back to the lungs to breathe out. The second kind of cells are white blood cells. They are soldiers of our body. It helps to fight infections. It destroys the germs which may enter the body and protect our body from diseases. The third type of cells are called platelets. Platelets helps in clotting of blood. In case of any injury, when bleeding is there, the platelets thicken the mass of blood. Thus, clotting stops the bleeding. If there were no platelets, blood would continue to flow out, which can lead to death of the patient. So, the important functions of blood are to supply oxygen to every part of the body, which is done by the RBC or red blood cells, and it removes waste like carbon dioxide from our body. The important function is it fights with the infection, which is done by the WBC, and the blood also helps in clotting and help our body from excess bleeding. But the very important function is to transport the nutrient absorbed after digestion to different parts of the body to get energy. It also helps to maintain a body temperature. These are the functions of blood. The red blood cells carry oxygen from lungs to different part of the body. It also helps to remove carbon dioxide from the body. Second, the white blood cells helps to fight infection. Third, platelets helps in clotting of blood. Fourth, blood helps to transport nutrient to different parts of the body. Fifth, it carries away the waste material from all parts of the body. And the last one, blood helps to maintain body temperature. Now, what we should eat to make our blood healthy? The mineral iron improves our blood. It contains hemoglobin, which gives red color to the blood. In our diet, we should eat iron-rich food like citrus fruit, orange, lemon, green vegetable, broccoli, nuts, berries, lentils, eggs, milk, fish, and meat. Now, turmeric, broccoli, garlic, apples, lemon, green tea. These food items helps to purify our blood. See, see in these pictures. Water plays a very important part. Water also helps to purify the blood. So, we must drink lots of water every day. So, till now in this video, we have learned about what is blood, the different components of blood, its function, and which food items are good for our blood. The third and the last part of the circulatory system is blood vessels. It helps to transport the blood from one place to the other. Inside our body, blood flows through a network of tubes and channels. These tubes and channels are called blood vessels. There are three types of blood vessels. These are arteries, veins, and blood capillaries. So, what is the definition of blood vessels? A network of tubes and channels inside the body through which blood flows, and they are called blood vessels. Let us learn about them one by one. First one is arteries. Arteries carry oxygen-rich blood from the heart to the different parts of the body. Arteries takes oxygenated blood from the lungs and supply to the body. It is tube-like structure. The wall of arteries are thick. It is present deep inside our body except on our wrist and on the sides of our neck, where it is close to the skin. The main function of artery is to carry oxygen-rich blood from the heart to different parts of the body. In this picture, you can see the heart supply blood, which is oxygenated blood, pure blood, to the other parts of the body through arteries. So, what is the main function of the artery? It supplies oxygen-rich blood to the other parts of our body. The next blood vessel is vein. Veins collect the deoxygenated blood, or you can say impure blood, from the different organs of the body and transport it to the heart. The veins are thinner than arteries. It is close to our skin and can be seen as greenish blue lines in our hands and legs. Here you can see the body is giving deoxygenated blood to the veins and veins carry it to the heart. So, what is the main function of veins? It carry deoxygenated impure blood from the different parts and transport it to the heart. The last type of blood vessels are capillaries. They are extremely thin Out of all the blood vessels, it is the thinnest blood vessel. Its main function is to supply oxygenated blood to each and every cell of the organs and collect the carbon dioxide rich blood or the impure blood and return it to the heart through veins. Let us understand with the help of a diagram. Capillaries are present inside the organ. You will have to understand the difference between capillaries and other vessels, that capillaries are present inside the organ while the veins and arteries are present outside the organ. When the pure blood carried by the arteries enter into any organ, for example liver, the artery gives blood to its smaller branch called arterioles, and then this arteriole enter into the liver, and as soon as it enters into the liver, there is a network of blood vessels present called capillaries, and these capillaries take or receive the pure blood and then it supplies to each and every cells of the liver, and in return it collect the impure blood and it pass this impure blood to the veins through venules. Now what is venules? Venule is the small branch of vein which connect capillary and vein. Venule collect impure blood from the organ and give to the vein, and then it is the duty of the vein to give it to the heart. In this picture you can see the red tube-like structure, that is artery. It is entering into the organ through arteriole. When it enters into organ, you can see there is a net-like tubes. Those tubes are capillaries. Now this take oxygen and return carbon dioxide rich blood to the veins through venules. You can see the blue tube-like structure, that is vein. So the different type of blood vessels are arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries, the main function of artery is to carry oxygen rich blood from the heart to different body parts. The function of veins, that is to carry oxygen deficit blood from the different parts of the body to the heart. And capillaries, the function of capillaries is to, when the arteries reaches to an organ, they branch into very fine tubes called capillaries, and when the blood leaves an organ, capillaries join together to form larger vessels which ultimately join to form a vein. In this picture you can see the thickness of arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries are thick, veins are thinner than arteries, and capillaries are the thinnest blood vessels. This is the cross section of blood vessels. Picture of cross section of blood vessels. Let's see the difference between arteries, veins and capillaries. About their size, arteries, they are very thick. Veins are thinner as compared to the arteries, and capillaries are the thinnest one. Now function, arteries carry oxygen rich blood to the different parts of the body from the heart, whereas veins carry oxygen deficit blood or carbon dioxide rich blood from the different part to the heart. And the function of capillaries is to supply oxygen to each and every part of an organ and also helps to remove carbon dioxide from the organ.